Hi everybody and welcome to Commander Critic. I hope you've been enjoying my content so far. If you do, please subscribe and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking about not just one card, but my 3 favorite single target removal spells. But first I'm going to tell you a story. This takes place back in my early days of the game in the 90s, and at the LGS we used to all make 60 card decks. Well, it was one person's idea to do an 8-player free-for-all game, so we'd never do that today, but we decided we'd give it a go and see what happens. It was not uncommon for someone to have a card in their deck that no one has seen yet, because the cards were still new, and they didn't have the resources back then to look up every single card in a set like we do today. So I decided to put Nevinyrral's Disc in my deck. Now, back then it was very powerful, and there were less ways to deal with it. It does come in tapped, but I didn't have a way to untap it, so I was going to have to wait till my next turn to activate it if I chose to board wipe. I didn't know if I was going to use it on my next turn. It all depended on the situation. Well, since they haven't seen that card yet, they all looked at it as a threat and targeted me. I was fine with that because it's kind of an honor to be considered the threat of the table. However, I had 7 other people against me at the time. So they didn't want to board wipe, so they all worked together to eject me from the game. But, that's what I get for playing that card. There were less ways to deal with it back then, so more than likely I was going to be able to activate it if I did survive till my next turn. So now I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite single target removal spells. The first one is from Strixhaven, and it is a white spell for 3 mana, and it is Expel. Now it exiles a target tapped creature as an instant. Now I really like this card, for one, because of the name. It comes from a school set, so having a card named Expel is really flavorful. Also, since it is an instant, you can wait till your opponent swings at you with a big creature, and then when they tap it, then you can cast it, and they don't get anything in return. Unlike some of the other instant white removal spells, they don't get any kind of token in return, so it just exiles the card. So I think that this card is great. Next card I want to talk about is from Thunder Junction, and it's very, very flavorful to me. It is a 2-mana spell, Shoot the Sheriff. Now it doesn't exile, but it destroys a target non-outlaw creature. And there are so many different creature types that are not outlaws, so it works for almost everything. And it is an instant. So again, if they swing out at you, you can use it and destroy whatever one of their creatures you think is the most threatening. So I think this card is a lot of fun, and it's a great removal spell. The third card I want to talk about today is not a targeted removal, but I really love this card. It's a 2-mana black spell, Sheoldred's Edict. Now it doesn't target anything. It hits every opponent, and it doesn't destroy. It makes them sacrifice something. So it gets around Indestructible and also gets around Hexproof. So it does allow you also to choose one of the 3 modes. You can have them either all exile a non-token creature, or a token creature, or a planeswalker. So it's very versatile. There are some good planeswalkers that are commanders, so you may just want to get rid of that one player's commander if you can't swing in to do any damage to it. Or just they all have to sack a creature, and that's pretty good. It affects everybody, so you're not really targeting, so you don't have to worry about any kind of hexproof. So that, I think, is actually my favorite removal spell. So what do you think? What are your favorite single removal spells? Let me know in the comments. And please, again, subscribe to my channel. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Until next time.